You're busy. Wow. The first time he says, Dad, hey, Dad, hey, Dad. Like it's all the times. He will say it until you stop what you're doing and you turn to him and you say, what? You have my attention. What can I help you with? And then he'll say,
welcome back, everybody. Joe Everest, the fence expert. Hey, one of the most common pieces of feedback we get about the Saturday morning live Ask the Expert segment is those things are long, and they're not wrong. They last about 3 hours, 2.5 to 3 hours. Sometimes, a few weeks ago, Caleb and I got into a pretty good discussion about marketing. I think it lasted closer to 4 hours. Nobody's got time to sit through 4 hours of listening to a couple experts talk. I get it. So Jeremy's created a new segment just for you guys called Hot Takes. It's usually a shorter segment of the longer conversation, basically hitting the hot topics, if you will, of that live segment. So without further ado, here comes this week's Hot Take. James says, very good point. One of the best things you can do is weed out problem customers. Absolutely. And they still get through. Some of them still get through. Rachel, if we can develop technology to weed out the problem customers that still make it through, a lot of them get weeded out. A lot of them do. Some of them are still coming through. They will follow the process, but they will still be a problem. We are trying to over-communicate. So that's a problem that customers have sometimes. So here's the thing. I have a 4-year-old. And so sometimes I view clients as 4-year-olds because if he doesn't get your attention the first time he says, like, Dad, he'll say it a little bit louder. Now, he can clearly see that you are busy. You're in the middle of talking to somebody, or you're in the middle of wrenching on something, you're busy. But the first time he said, Dad, hey, Dad, hey, Dad, like it's all the times. He will say it until you stop what you're doing and you turn to him and you say, what? You have my attention. What can I help you with? And then he'll say, I got to go to the bathroom. You are 4 years old. You can go to the bathroom by yourself. I know. I just want to tell you I'm going to the bathroom. Go. That's fine. Anyway, sometimes clients are like 4-year-olds. If they don't get your attention, they will say it louder and louder. They will escalate whatever it is that they're trying to communicate until they have your full and undivided attention. And sometimes my 4-year-old says, Dad, and then the second time he screams it in the side of my face. The clients will do this in forms of social reviews, right? So I was going through our reviews. We've got a recent 1-star review with someone that was upset because we wouldn't give them a bid on repairing their fence. We don't do fence repairs. We don't do residential fence repairs this time of year because we're so booked with full, and we explain this in a nicer way, but we explain that we don't have the capacity to take on new projects that are this type of project. And then we give them recommendations. Well, this guy felt like his opinion wasn't heard. Straight to Facebook, 1-star review. Wouldn't help me at all. We would have helped you. And we tried to help you. We tried to refer you to other people. Anyway, communication. We use a quote tool so that they can be in charge of their layout, their everything, material selection. They see the budget, the whole thing. They go through that process and we over communicate. They get emails all the time. So one of the things I used to tell people all the time is like, listen, you will receive so many emails. You will be happy that the job's over because the emails will stop. The problem is the emails don't stop. We're still going to follow up with you. We're going to follow up with you at 6 months. And then every 6 months, you're going to get an email. Hey, Terry, it's Joe with Ozark Fence, just checking in. It looks like it's been about 6 months since we wrapped up your project. I want to make sure everything is still just as right as rain as it was when the day we left. The big piece of feedback, the number one piece of feedback, or number one thing we deal with about this time is gates. We actually offer a limited lifetime warranty. So if your gate is dragging, sagging, warping, twisting, which we know it's not because it's got a steel frame, but we still say it, let me know. I'll schedule the guys to come swing by when they're in your area, free of charge, get that gate working. Also, did I mention we provide the following services? We provide, if it's a wood fence, we offer a on-site staining in case you didn't take advantage of a pre-stain. And every 6 months they get an email. And this leads to more work. So anyway, over communication. But still, we get problem customers. So We need to develop the technology that weeds these people out. And I'm not going to call them by name because some people out there might call them like a Karen. I feel like that's not fair to Karens. I know a few Karens. They're really good people, and I like them a lot. Now, I know other Karens that absolutely live up to this name. I know people with other names that live up to this name. So I'm not going to call them Karens. Problem customers. If we could develop the technology that weeds them out, I'm a buyer. All right, guys, that concludes this week's hot take. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Do you like the format? Do you not like the format? Let me know in the comments below. We're still figuring this out, and we could use your help. But for now, I'm Joe Everest, the fence expert, reminding you that good fences make good neighbors. And I'll see you next time.